That is the sound of a government plane hovering over the plaza at G Street and 2nd in San Bernardino. I am sitting outside in front of 655 West 2nd Street, the Superior Court of California County and San Bernardino Child Support Division, in the same plaza as the McDonald's that I just exited at 9 o'clock. And it is 9:01. There are 9 planes that I counted, including a helicopter, that are presently surrounding this area. That in addition to the police sirens that sounded upon my exiting the door of the McDonald's. That in addition to the people who are currently sitting in their vehicles in the parking lot of McDonald's, again under the guise of a customer of McDonald's or whatever. They are engaged in the same pattern of conduct. These are all the same angles of the system that I am confronting. This is it exactly, every aspect of it. And this is in San Bernardino, and they listen to me while I document it, and they continue to provide more and more documentation of the same conduct. Because I'm not scared of stalkers. This is San Bernardino PD, vehicle number F1502, license number 1465819, and vehicle number F1818, license number 1432909. Hello. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Officer Brown? What's your name?
What's your name?
I'm not under interrogation. What's your name?
Okay, so do you need us or no?
Did I say anything to you? You confronted me, and you're in the vacant parking lot in my proximity. That's how that's going right now. And we're at, this is the location of the same location where the planes are flying over right now, and the third-party servitude that is actively occurring as well. And there are the planes that are flying around in proximity as well. So this is the second aspect of the same state stalking system. While they sit here and listen to me talk about the stalking that they are actively engaged in right now, and there is no response that they have. They can't respond to it. Thank you for your names, though. In the background, that is a truck sticking it out noise, this helicopter right here. Flying directly over me. Flying directly over me. That's the 5th time it circled around. I'm at G Street and 2nd in San Bernardino in the plaza of McDonald's and the Superior Court of California County and San Bernardino Child Support Division at 655 West 2nd Street. This helicopter is circling around. Based on their pattern of conduct, it seems as though it's some sort of emotional response out of frustration because I keep continually thoroughly documenting everything that they engage in. I just got the police. I just got a whole bunch of people in the parking lot. I just got a whole bunch of documentation of the planes flying over in different locations, capturing license plates. And after I do that, the helicopter tends to surface. And it seems to me to be an emotional response on the part of a government that's very furious that I'm documenting them. And that also explains why they stole my vehicle yesterday, October 2nd. And they also followed me home, which I thoroughly documented. The helicopter, by the way. Thoroughly documented that. Flying over me again. It's 9:35. In addition, there are the blinking planes. There's 1, 2, 3. I see 4. I see 4 planes. In addition, they are flickering the lights in the parking lot. As I have documented before, that's a part of the pattern of conduct. Typically, when I am in movement, walking down the street, the lights follow by going on or off. And because I have openly stated that in my documentation, the government knows that I'm aware of that. They usually do that conduct in different circumstances in order to throw off an alleged pattern. That's what they tend to do. It doesn't throw off the pattern. It shows that they're invading my privacy and listening to me document them. And here comes the helicopter again, circling around over me. The helicopter is the one that is audibly perceivable, but there are planes hovering in the sky above me in this plaza. In addition to that, the third-party aspect, the third-party servitude aspect of the state stalking system includes the use of technology, which is by the people surrounding. Currently, there are vehicles driving by. There are people seated in their vehicles in this parking lot where McDonald's is closed. The drive-thru is open though, and so there are people in the line for the drive-thru. Do not be deceived by that either. That is merely a guise. All they have to do is have their phone out while they go and make a purchase so that they don't appear to be engaged in any criminal conduct. And here comes another vehicle driving by. The fact that it is occurring while the helicopter circles over me repeatedly is not a coincidence. That is license 8X71535. That's a red Ford truck. And also, there is another white plane, those that appear to be commercial. And note the serial amounts of times that the helicopter circles. This is highly demonstrative of a very furious government. I just approached 3 police officers in the parking lot who were adjacent to the opposite side of this building where I was located, and I recognize that as part of the pattern of conduct, law enforcement being around, and I captured that incident, and they're very upset about it. And as a result, this helicopter pilot, who is very emotional, is flying over repeatedly. That's all that it is. It is an emotional reaction on their part. And it is actually demonstrative of a government that has nothing else that they can do. They can't do anything because I have thoroughly documented what they're doing, and they are very, very upset about it. That is a blue and white helicopter, and it is now flying over 655 West 2nd Street. That is the Superior Court building. Again, that was before I started capturing it. He had already started flying over several times. So that is several times. And I have additional video from that same conduct circling over me and following me yesterday, October 2nd, which was the same day also that they stole my vehicle that was parked at Vine and G Street. I am in San Bernardino, California, by the way. It is 9:39 p.m. that this is happening. Again, you take all the factual elements and you consider them in totality within a relevant context, not in isolation, not at all. There are no coincidences, especially in state stalking. There are no coincidences. And again, the main purpose of that helicopter is not only to be annoying and to be harassing and to have an emotional reaction to being upset that I'm documenting them and that I'm boldly doing it, but it is also because they are monitoring internet. They are actively monitoring whether I am online. I am in a plaza across from McDonald's, and there's a Starbucks within proximity of me too. So that is highly relevant as well. It's not just physically stalking and following, remaining in proximity. It's not just that aspect. It is the invasion of privacy, and it is also the monitoring, online monitoring, blocking and intercepting my attempts to get on the internet. That is vital as well, and that's highly relevant to what the helicopter was engaged in right now. Those are police sirens in the background, right as I walk past Starbucks. I'm at F as in Frank and 2nd Street. And police sirens are a systematic aspect of the law enforcement and the ambulance, which are mere substitution for the police. They use their sirens when police perhaps unitarily decide that maybe they've been surfacing a little too much than the ambulance or the fire truck. But the point is the use of the sirens. As I was walking through the parking lot, total silence, and then as I turned the corner at Starbucks, the sirens suddenly stopped to sound. The same occurred as I sat inside of McDonald's for a few hours, and upon my exit, the sirens started to sound. While I sat inside of McDonald's and I viewed a specific website about shelters in San Bernardino, as opposed to, the reason why that would be relevant is because I was in Ontario. As soon as I searched that on the internet, the sirens started to sound. It is a consistent part of the pattern of conduct. That is why it is relevant. And it is police, it is the ambulance, it is the fire trucks. And I am standing in front of F Street and 2nd Street in San Bernardino. This is San Bernardino. It's 10:32 p.m. And this is a night, I want to note this is a night where AJ volunteered. We want to note the night that he came and abused my personal property, my car, claiming that he was my friend, and he is not, as I have documented him, and this is confirmation. He claimed that he was going to come. I am in San Bernardino. I'm a single female. I am out on my own, which is fine. That's fine. I'll handle it. I just want to state the facts as they are. He, again, just like Tracy Banks, is not what they represent themselves to be. And that is why I am noting that, because he did not show up. It is after 10:30. He could not care less about my being out here in San Bernardino, where my car has been stolen by the police, and where I'm out after 10:30 at night at F and 2nd Street. I just want to note that as part of my documentation too, with what's going on. AJ Kennedy is not my friend.